tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the murk, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures, 3-course meals for dinners, 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different, cause the bag is different, and the tab is different.
Hello, Nicole.
Hello, Dammy.
Okay, let me just tell you what this is.
All
first
right,
and
tell
foremost.
me.
Now, this is called This Can't Come Out.
Okay.
And just so you're comfortable, I think I've, in order to get you on, I've explained to you what this is many times, but just let me reiterate this.
Thank you so much.
Basically, what happens is we have beautiful, unfiltered conversations.
Yep.
And what happens when people tend to have these beautiful conversations is that we say things that we probably wouldn't want the world to see.
Okay.
And as a result of that, before I put anything out, I send to you first and foremost.
Okay.
And then you're able to go through all of the footage and then decide. You look so nervous. You're even taking deep breaths, isn't it?
And I'm good. Tell me.
Yeah, so, so I sent you first and foremost. And then basically you'll decide as to what content actually goes out and what doesn't go out. So.
No problem.
Beautiful. Now, how I like to start this is, how do we know each other?
Okay.
So how do we know
each other? Okay. Right. Oh, I met you in 2019. 2019. 2018. Yeah, 2018. That's true. Yeah.
August 2018.
August 2018. That is true, actually. End of August.
I don't remember that.
I do remember, because it was after my birthday that the new intake came in.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, my birthday's like early August. So yeah. Yeah, I met you, I guess like late August 2018 on Mountbatten.
Yep.
In New York. Do you miss Mountbatten?
What?
Do you miss that like time of your life?
Not that I miss it. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
What, do you miss it?
Absolutely fucking not.
Why?
Oh, I shouldn't swear.
You can swear. You can swear. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely don't miss it. I definitely enjoyed it though. It was a great time.
Yeah, same here. Now, from my memory of Mountbatten, you basically you were on some sort of law.
I was a legal babe, corporate life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, currently, from my understanding, you're not doing law.
Absolutely not.
Sweet. Explain as to where that pivot came
Transition.
from. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I used to be a legal girl, corporate life, like living like my Meghan Markle.
Oh, in suits. Okay. I was a princess, yeah?
Yeah, well, maybe that's too, right? So yeah, that was really fun. And then came back to London. And the plan was like after New York, I was going to move to Singapore. So I got a job out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got an apartment in Singapore. I was like ready to go. And then like life happened, pandemic happened. So I was like, I'm not going to go to Asia.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So the COVID stopped you from going?
COVID stopped me. And then the company that I was going to go. So I had 2 jobs in Shanghai and then in Singapore. So I kind of turned down Shanghai for Singapore because Singapore was paying a lot more money. And, you got to go where the money at. So I was like, okay, Singapore was going to be my next like stop. Then the pandemic happened. Then the company filed for bankruptcy. And then I was just like, look, there's just too many like factors. I just couldn't go anymore. So I was like stuck in London. And then that was like 2020, like stuck at home.
Wow, why the eagerness to go to Asia?
I used to live in Cambodia in 2015.
Fucking hell, man.
I know. I used to live out in Cambodia like a long time ago, and I just didn't want to be back in London. Like London would always be home, but for me, I'm like a modern day gypsy. Like I don't like to be in one place for like too long.
Okay, give me a breakdown of where you've been. Of birthplaces and where you've moved, isn't it, Tone out?
Okay, so I am like British Nigerian, British. Like my family's like English and Nigerian. So like forever and ever, London and Lagos always be like places like home for me. But I've lived a lot in New York, lived in Maryland.
Give me like a chronological breakdown.
Oh, gosh,
where were you born?
Remember everything.
Well, try as to the best of your knowledge.
So I just describe myself as an international citizen.
Okay, cool.
From like Asia to Africa to Europe to the US. I am from like literally the entire world, because I've lived in like different countries, and I feel like I am more than just like one place. I feel like there's so many like different like layers to my life and to like me as an individual.
Okay, but
Yeah.
where are these places, isn't it?
Oh
Name
my
them.
goodness!
Are you afraid? Are you like MI5 or something?
Yeah, like
Really?
you know what it is. Yeah. Okay, I would start. So yeah, back to Cambodia. I was in Cambodia in 2015. Cambodia was a gap year at uni. I was already at uni. I think it was after first year. I used to be at University of Leeds, which is fantastic.
That's how you met IBK.
Exactly. Yeah. So I met him at Leeds, and many other of my good friends from Leeds. And then I was like, oh shit. I think like I had like 3 people pass away in like the family. And I was like, actually, I think I'm gonna
While
go.
in uni.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go on a gap year because I was just feeling all sorts of emotional feelings. So I was like, okay, cool. Initially, like, my dad was like, no, don't go to Cambodia. Like, you know, he was reading about all the history, which is all like war and like poverty and all. I was like, come on, like,
What made you pick Cambodia? Was it part of your course?
kind of.
Okay.
But I picked Cambodia because it was like a really good opportunity with the British government for me to like go out there. So I was still part of like the British community while in Cambodia, which could like offer me some sort of like security because I didn't want to go out there like
Just be.
with my bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I went with like the UK government, which was great. It was fun, very insightful. I mean, I went there in 2019 from New York actually. I took a flight. Where did I stop first? I think it was like New York to Singapore and then Singapore to Cambodia. I went there with my mum.
Okay.
So she met me there and we went on like this like it was really fun. We went to like down to mountains, we went to see some elephants and like the wildlife. She lived with my family because I was like with a host family in Cambodia.
Fucking hell, man.
I know.
Was it like one of those pen you know when they
pen pals?
Yeah.
No. It wasn't like that. It was more like a host family situation.
Okay.
So like, you know, you have a host family that would.
Were they white?
They were Khmer, like Cambodian.
Oh, okay, cool,
yeah. So like I was living in their house.
How was that like?
It was really fun.
Is it? Did you feel at home there?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you still in
yeah.
contact with the family?
I am.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I went in 2019 and I saw them because one of the girls was getting married.
Oh,
and so they invited me and I went from New York to.
Oh shit.
And I said to my mom, you can come with me. So she met me there.
Oh, and did your mom go with you the first time as well?
No. I went by myself.
Oh, okay, shit,
So,
okay.
yeah, and then she joined me because she saw pictures and all of that from my 2015 trip. In 2019, I said, "Do you want to come?" She was like, "Duh." So she booked a trip and then she came.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That was really fun. That was nice. It was nice for her to like sharing that like experience because it was just me and all she saw like videos and pictures from like when I was like 20, I guess. So yeah, it was nice for her to like come.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was probably like the best time I ever had in like recent years with my mom. It was just like 2 of us out in like Cambodia and I made her like come out to me like the night markets to like eat like insects and like, you know, I know. It was not that bad. But
what made you do it?
I made her try it because I tried it before in 2015. I was like, you're gonna try the shit. So
oh man, yeah,
crunchy.
Oh my god! So you've eaten cockroaches before?
No, definitely not cockroach.
What were they?
I don't know actually. It was supposed to have some healthy flies, not the nasty house flies.
Doesn't make it. Insects to me, innit? Yeah.
But no, it was one of those things that I thought I just have to try it. Like try it at least once. But it wasn't like an everyday thing. No, everyday thing was like chicken. Mostly chicken. They eat a lot of pork out there, but I don't eat pork and chicken.
You don't eat chicken?
No.
Are you vegetarian now?
No.
Okay. Well, you don't eat pork. You don't eat chicken. What? Do you eat beef?
I love beef.
Okay,
I love a good steak.
Okay, cool.
I love duck.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't like chicken.
This period over here, this is when you were into law. I'm not sure if I got the reason as to why you don't like it.
Okay, so what?
Law.
So yeah, so that was why I was going to go back to Asia. I thought because I already know Asia. I've been to like other parts of Asia as well. I was like, Singapore was just like the next right step for me. It's like a metropolitan city. It's not as
one of the most expensive places in the world.
Yeah, but then again, so was London.
Yeah, but I heard Singapore's worse.
But then it depends on what you're looking for.
Then again, New York as well, isn't it? So,
exactly. Like I feel like all the major cities of the world are like ridiculously expensive and like overpriced, and I guess like Singapore's like no different. But I had been to Singapore before, and I just thought it was a nice place. I just thought it would be nice for me at that time. But I didn't go anymore. Like life happened, so I was like,
And plus, you said that COVID as well.
yeah,
He
exactly. I
wants
was
to be
definitely not
in
going to go
Asia,
out.
the way they were portraying it, that it came out from Asia.
Yeah,
So you don't want to go to the belly
to
of the
the
beast.
roots, exactly.
Yeah.
But also, since I had a friend in Singapore at that time, a friend from uni actually, and he was really depressed because like Singapore was like locked down. Even after we came out of lockdown, they were still in lockdown.
What, like serious lockdown?
Serious lockdown.
Like,
They
you can't
had-
leave your house type
They
shit.
had like one of the tightest restrictions in the world. And if you thought London was bad, Singapore and like some other countries, like Singapore.
But
Like
did you follow the rules during lockdown?
I did, and I still had COVID.
Oh, how many times did you get?
Too many fucking times.
Oh, yeah, I stopped testing at one
No,
point.
no,
innit?
I've done with all that shit. But I took my vaccines though twice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it did anything for you at the time? At least, confidence at least.
Did it like?
wait. You got 2 vaccines and
I
you
got two
still and you kept on getting it.
Yeah, like I had COVID in March when it first started,
Uh-huh.
so I had it like really early on.
Oh shit! When people were dying.
When people were dying.
Yeah.
And I was
Before
really-
lockdown, then.
No, just when lockdown
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
started. And it's crazy, right? Because even before the government had like official lockdown, I put myself in my own lockdown because I've got asthma.
Oh
So I
shit!
said I'm not going to go outside. I was indoors for 2 weeks before the main lockdown.
Uh-huh.
And then like I didn't know like there was no food on the shelves, like you know,
Uh-huh.
all of that. I had to call Sainsbury's and my friend. They booked me a special like time slot
Oh wow!
to come in.
And this is before what people were.
This is like, and then shortly people started dying.
Oh my god!
Shortly after,
Were you scared during
I
that
was
period?
really scared.
Oh wow!
I was really scared. I thought I was going to die.
Oh really?
Yeah, we had like the doctors, the paramedics, whatever. They came to me in the house because I had really bad COVID and I've got asthma, and it just kind of like went.
Oh
out of
shit!
control.
And you're hearing the stories as well.
Exactly. Oh my god, 2020 was just horrific, man. I can't even lie to you.
Well, did you go to actual A&E as well?
They came to me.
Okay, yeah, because you couldn't go to the hospital.
Yeah, but hospitals like also overflowing people that had like pre-existing conditions as well.
And people gone to the hospital and dying.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
It was crazy.
Okay, sweet. So this period now, obviously you've had bad COVID.
I had bad COVID.
You decided you wasn't going to go to, what's it called, Singapore.
Yeah.
And at what point did you decide, fuck law?
2020.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so all that time in lockdown, I just said I'm definitely not a corporate girl. I was actually never.
Why?
I was never born to be a corporate girl.
Yeah, I knew that.
I was never born to be a corporate girl.
Well, you had signs, isn't it? To be fair, I could see you being a corporate girl as well.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know how to do the corporate life, but it's probably the worst thing for me. I hate it. It just, especially like the whole 9 to 5 or sometimes 9 to 6. And in law firms, it's like to 7 sometimes. Like, you know, when you have like cases, my cases were just never ending. It was like back to back to back. And I just thought like, gosh, this can't be my life. I always thought I was going to be like one of those.
A lady of leisure.
100%. That's
that's the vibe that you give off.
But like that's just always who I've been, like internally, you know. And I feel like.
So what made you even pretend to be a corporate girl?
Because like honestly, yeah. What other options do you have when you're at
if you want to make money as well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, when you go to like the educational system, you're told like go to school, go to uni, get a good job. Like you know, I didn't know anything else outside of that. Like for opportunities, it was either that or like get married like a billionaire.
Okay, but how'd you go about doing that?
What? Marrying a billionaire?
Yeah.
Marrying a billionaire? Or
marrying a billionaire?
So that's the thing. It was either that or that, right? It was like you either find a billionaire or get married because like I always knew from like childhood.
To be fair,
tell me.
You were in New York. You were a dater.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm saying yeah. So in terms of it sounded like you were having a whale of a time in New York, isn't it?
I enjoy my life.
Yeah, so I'm saying in terms of finding maybe not a billionaire, but a millionaire wouldn't be too far fetched.
No, you know what it is, yeah. And like since I was a child, right? Like I've never been the kind of girl. You know, like you have all these like people ask you as like a child, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said doctors like a few times, right? But we had a few birds that would like fall into like our garden and would go like my sister to like try to like revive the bird or like it's like a little kid. But that was probably the most doctorish vibe I had in me. I just thought like, look, I just don't like seeing blood and like bodies.
Have you been in therapy before?
Yeah.
Okay, because you know what's funny? You know what they say? They say if you
have you been to therapy?
Oh yeah, I'm doing therapy currently.
I love that for you, Dammy.
Is it?
That makes me so happy.
Why?
Because I love like honestly, I love seeing black men actually go to therapy because it's such a stigma like in this like community until our generation where we're more open about it.
I know why. I know why people don't go.
Why though? I
Because,
don't.
well, in terms of
What, stigma?
not even the stigma,
Tell
but it
me.
depends. First and foremost, it's like, it's how transparent can I actually be?
But it's just one-on-one, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's one of those ones. Think about it. If you've done really, really bad shit, imagine. No,
True.
just think about it.
No, fair.
If you've done really, really bad shit that actually needs to be discussed, yeah. Yeah, basically.
All right.
You're right.
I'm all right
Okay,
now. I
good.
like you went on like the wrong bit. I was like, I'm dying.
But if you've done really, really bad shit,
Okay.
think about it. So you're a therapist right now.
Okay.
I'm someone that needs therapy.
Yeah.
And say I've done some terrible shit in my life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where now the things that I've done in my life,
Mhm.
it's probably the reason why I need to be in therapy.
Yeah.
But it's also a case of why should I go and tell somebody this, isn't it? As in, and plus in terms of what if they like, okay, I haven't. Let me just say this. I haven't. Yeah.
Tell me.
But say
I'm
if
scared now.
Now say if I've killed somebody.
Okay.
I've killed somebody, and basically it was by self-defense. I killed somebody.
But self-defense though.
No, but I'm saying nobody knows about it, so I go away with it. Yeah. And I'm having nightmares and stuff from it.
Yeah.
Now, the therapy would help if I told somebody this, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I go all out.
Yeah.
But if I tell somebody this, I feel as though I can get in trouble.
But like, I'm not a therapist, but I feel like they have like a code of conduct, sort of like NDAs. So like,
they say something along the lines of basically the things I can tell you, unless you're planning to harm somebody
or yourself,
but you hold yourself, then we're
confidential.
Yeah, confidential.
Exactly.
But who the hell is gonna believe that?
But, no. But if you get a therapist in like a different country, let's say in the US, for example, and you're like in the UK, how are they going to track you?
Yeah, but it's one that now if you're someone that just doesn't want to get in trouble, you have to weigh up your options. Is it better for me to tell somebody this
or to live with the nightmares?
Yeah, just live with the nightmares and just not go to prison for it.
It's a tricky one.
Now, that's on the extreme level.
Yeah,
that's one of those ones. It's like first and foremost, it's like, and plus, certain times you're speaking to individuals.
But it doesn't have to be like face to face.
Yeah, my one's not face to face.
Is it like
my one's on the telephone? Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm not zooming this guy.
Okay.
I don't want him to. No, but it's good. Yes, I don't want him to see my face. So
but why not? Are you shy to like expose yourself?
No, basically, what happened was, my ex-girlfriend, her mum was a
Which one?
Which one? I only have a serious girlfriend in my life. What do you mean?
Okay.
Well, do you know something I don't know? I've only had a serious girlfriend in my life.
Serious girlfriend. Yeah. Fair.
And basically, her mum was a psychotherapist. Psycho, I forgot what it was, isn't it? Psychoanalyst or something? I don't know.
Fair. Something in that
realm.
Yeah.
And certain times, in terms of her patient's issues, would reach the dining table.
Oh, no.
Now, she wouldn't say names or anything.
But just like the conditions.
Yeah. And at certain times, so I've got that in my mind. Like, my problems can end up being basically a dinner
conversation.
Yeah, dinner conversation, isn't it? And I didn't like that. And so one issue was I didn't want for instance, I feel as though I would benefit from a black therapist.
Is your therapist black?
No, currently.
Okay, fair.
But I'm benefiting from my therapy.
That's good.
Yeah, so I thought I would benefit from a black therapist, but I was afraid because it's like the closer to home means whereas also I think you can also, there's benefits either way. I feel like I can benefit from a white therapist because the difference in perspective might help me and they can give me
broaden your, I get that.
But my current therapy, it feels like my current therapist, which is a vibe,
is
a yes man.
Is he white?
He's a man, yeah.
Okay,
and he's white, he's white.
Is it middle age, young?
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't seen him before. But he's good because he just tells me I'm right all the time. But I am right all the time, though.
Okay, and I get that, though. But, like, how long have you been with this therapist?
I don't know. Maybe like 5 months.
Okay. Oh, well, that's a long time.
Yeah, but
it's good enough time.
7, well, not 7. What about 12 sessions?
But do you feel like he is helping you, whether he's a yes man or not?
Well, I feel as though I'm being helped. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm doing it is a help in itself.
Yeah, because
I get to speak, open up, because I don't speak to nobody.
Yeah, true.
Like in terms of if I have issues,
you just keep it in.
Yeah,
but that's like most black men in like society. Most men, and then it's even worse with black men. I feel like women are more like we're more like open to having conversations with our friends, with our sisters, or like our guy friends, boyfriends, whatever, talking about how we feel, emotions. But I feel like men have this like, you man and stuff, which is so bad.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like it's beneficial to just be a man, innit?
Yeah, you can be a man, but there's nothing wrong with being in touch with your emotions.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, nothing being in touch with your emotions, but when they're telling you to pay for it, it's a bit, you know what I'm saying?
I know, I hear that though. But like, it's a service. If you go to see your GP, like, I mean, obviously it's like NHS is free, but if you're going private, you have to pay
Mine
for
was
that.
free, innit? But my last 2 sessions have been paid for. I'm doing basically 1 therapy session a month now.
Is it through like your office?
It was through my office, then now it's private now, innit?
Okay, fair.
Because I've done the 10, so
first and now
I'm just gonna do 1 a month now, innit?
Yeah.
Well, what about you? How's your therapy journey?
I haven't had therapy in a while, actually. I think I had therapy. What year was it? 2021. Because like my dad passed.
Oh yeah, sorry
from
about
COVID.
that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it was like COVID was intense for the family.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Is COVID like a sore spot, a soft spot to hear because of it as well?
No.
Or when people say, "Oh, COVID was it was fake and stuff."
You know what it is? Yeah, I think everyone's entitled to like their own opinions, and like people say COVID was fake, COVID was real, vaccines, no vaccines. I don't really care about that. I just know I lost my dad, and like it really affected me and like my sisters, and like
How do you think it
I
affected
miss
you?
him every day.
How do you think it affected you?
I guess
Other than the obvious.
Okay, other than like the obvious, right? Like I think it also ties back into why I left corporate world as well, because it all happened like around the same time. Losing my dad, I think it was all just like a rebirth, like an awakening that like, do I actually want to do that? Like, life is too short. Like my grandparents, like my dad's parents and my dad's grandparents lived to like 100 and something, 115, 108.
15?
Yeah,
Oh
they lived
shit.
for like a long time. Like my grandpa was 98. He died on my birthday actually. He was 98 and I loved him to bits. And like my grandma was like really, really old as well. So when my dad died, like so young,
Yeah.
it was really, really like,
A shock.
whoa. Yeah, because I always thought he was going to be here for like
Forever as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
because like his grandparents and his parents lived forever, so it was like really difficult to.
And was it like you didn't expect it whatsoever? Like before COVID?
No way. I didn't think he was going to die. I didn't even think, because I was one that had COVID first, and I was locked up in my flat in London, like, and I was just like, they were all worried about me. I remember he was like always calling me, being like, "Oh, make sure you like use your inhaler, all the like, you know, medical stuff." And then months later, for him to be the one to pass from COVID was so difficult. Like I miss him every single day. I'm not like, sometimes I
Yeah,
think
of
like
course.
I've like I think I've got over like the major like
The grief
grief.
aspect of it. but
Exactly.
It's the
But
love part you're dealing with now.
yeah, and it's like, sometimes like, you just call like, I just like call like, "Hey daddy," like talk about like stuff. But now it's like, oh my God, like, oh, I miss him. Like there's no one to like have that conversation with. Like it's just like I definitely miss my dad. Like, yeah, I feel his absence a lot.
Yeah, as you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, it's just like adjusting. Like I think the whole family dynamics changed once he went.
Well, what do you
And
think's happened to the family dynamic?
because I've got my sisters as well. I've got my sister, she was 13 when he
Oh, wow.
died. So I feel like it was so difficult because it's like she has to now grow up
Yeah,
without
that
him.
long, yeah.
Yeah. So it was difficult.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
And that was one of the reasons actually why I just said I'm actually never going back to corporate. I wouldn't say never, but like why at
But
that
why do you
time.
think they're linked? As in, why did?
Because
Yeah.
then you realize like life is too short
Okay,
to
to
like
do
stick
things that
out
you don't
stuff
want to
that you
do.
don't want to do.
Okay.
And like life is like, honestly, like I'm not even joking here. I feel like there's something I pray for is like longevity, because you just don't know when you're going to die. Like it could be a car crash. Like I had a cousin died in a plane crash and she was my age. And it's just like
A plane crash?
yeah.
I mean, like, how many people were on the plane?
Quite a few. Like it was a full
Oh my
flight.
God, how come no one knows about this?
Everybody knows about it.
Is it a popular one?
Yeah, it was like a couple of years ago though. But anyway, but like my point is like anybody can die at any time. Like you can die from like in your sleep, you could die choking, you could die at childbirth, you could die in any way. So for me, I'm always like, I feel like now I no longer take life for granted. And I never say like, oh, I'll be here in 10 years. I'll be here. Like, I hope I'll be, but I can't say for sure. Like after losing my dad, I'm just like, and my cousin, when we were both 11, I'm just like, anything can happen.
Yeah, facts.
So,
And
yeah.
you know what's crazy? Sometimes I don't know if it's healthy or not, but my brain goes through that all the time. Like in terms of with my relationships.
Yeah.
Like when I have issues with somebody,
Yeah.
my vibe is in terms of, is this peak enough that if they were to die tomorrow,
you would regret.
What I've done.
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, all of my relationships,
Yeah.
I leave it. So at least the person knows, listen, I love you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so all of my relationships are held at a place where if they was to go tomorrow, I wouldn't feel, I don't want that to be my regret.
You don't want that burden, 100%. And I feel like that's something I'm glad I got to see him before he died, even though like it wasn't that long, in terms of like before I saw him to pass. But yeah, I feel like that, like daddy passing really changed my whole like outlook on like life.
Now in regards, because I haven't, obviously I've had like a lot of people I know and care about die before.
Yeah.
But funny enough, I'm a coward in the sense that I think I avoid funerals. I don't think I've been to a funeral.
They're not fun though.
Of course they wouldn't
They're
be
horrible.
fun, isn't it?
They're horrible. I hate funerals.
As in terms of what? How did you navigate that?
It was, oh my God, a typical Nigerian funeral. I had to go all the way back to our village. And it was like all these like Igbo cultures, all this like traditions.
I forget you're Igbo, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was really
scared,
scared, but it's nothing to do with being
what?
Igbo.
Absolutely,
nothing to
they
do
are
with the
so
Igbo.
linked.
I'm so sorry.
It's unbelievable.
No, you know what it is.
And your last name as well, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
When you got 2 letters that shouldn't be next to each other, it means I think yours will be K.
No, Dammy.
I know your last name.
All right, let's hear it.
It's got a J in it and a K in it.
It's got a J and it's got a K in
it. Nicole.
It's 5 letters.
Nicole G or something. What's it?
Close.
Yeah, but what was it?
Njoku.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Njoku. So I think it might be. So what letters shouldn't be near each other now?
The N and the J or the K and the U. There's only one vowel in there. That's the O.
Yeah, and words shouldn't. There's no word there should be a 5-letter word that has one vowel, isn't it? That's not normal.
So.
Yeah.
I guess so. Well, it's not normal in English.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you went to the village.
Yeah, I went to the village. I hadn't been to the village in like God, forever. So also,
why would you be there anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, check if the light is it still on.
It's recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me open this to make sure I'm all good. Beautiful. Sweet. So you were in the village?
I went back to the village for my dad's funeral.
Yeah. Continue talking, sorry. Don't mind me.
You're swapping out your drinks now. Yeah, because he would not be buried anywhere else if it wasn't in our village.
Well, did he request that?
No, that's just him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so, in terms of before his passing, what was the turnaround from you knowing, oh shit, this is serious?
A week.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's really sad.
Of course, it's really fucking sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad, man. It's really sad. The whole thing was just like.
And
he died not long after his birthday as well, which is like kind of fucked up. Sorry, I shouldn't swear.
No, what do you mean you shouldn't swear? You can swear, isn't it?
No, I shouldn't, because I feel like, like, what's that thing, like, radio, what's it called?
Radio what?
I don't know, like,
Oh, no, like censorship.
Yeah, like, you
no, it's calm, yeah. I swear all the time. I click, when it goes on YouTube and stuff, I click the button. Beep. This is not for kids, isn't it?
Oh, fair.
But
kids watch everything these days.
Yeah, so I think they use the algorithm or something to make sure it doesn't go anywhere
near
like children.
But, like, honestly, I think every single child these days know, like, all the words.
Yeah. Have you seen that challenge where they make children?
Yeah, that's so cute though, I can't lie.
Oh, there's people on the internet that ruin it though. Oh, you guys think this is funny?
People are just bad vibes, man. But it is
Shit's
funny.
hilarious.
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
Because, like, kids, they have a lot of thoughts in their head. And they like have a lot of stuff they want to say, but they don't say.
Yeah, but it shows discipline. So they're good children.
Yeah.
They're like, well, okay, cool, mommy leaves. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, there was one boy though, there's one video, and he wouldn't say anything, and he's like, we shouldn't swear whether anyone's watching or not. It's called integrity.
Oh my God.
Did you see that one?
No, how old is he?
He was like 4 or something, yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, wow, that's so cute.
Yeah, my little nieces and
yeah,
nephews,
your brother's kids.
Yeah, they're coming on Friday.
Are you going to try that?
No, I'm not going to try that. They speak Spanish as well, so.
Well, you can say it in Spanish. You can still swear in Spanish.
Yeah, but hold on one second.
I don't know any Spanish swear words, though.
I'm thinking, do they even... No, I think they should understand English.
They should.
I'm going to start speaking to them like regular
English.
people now. Like,
as you should.
Yeah. I'm not going to Google Gaga them to death no more.
I feel like if I had a child, I feel like I wouldn't Google Gaga as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like... kids are so smart.
Yeah, they are, man.
Yeah, like, you know, and I feel, and I think I read somewhere actually, if you speak to them normally,
They'll start speaking back normal.
they develop faster.
Yeah, that makes so much
Because
sense.
who has
But
time
it's
for
hard,
that?
though.
I know, they're so cute.
If they're going Google Gaga to
You
you,
gotta
how
do
you not
that
going to go?
back. Yeah. It's so cute though. But yeah, it's so cute. I feel like raising a child in this day and age is much difficult than it used to be. There's too
Yeah, I
many,
remember I
like,
used to
factors.
I used to actually live around the corner, funny enough.
Fair enough.
And I used to walk to school and stuff.
Yeah.
When I was like I was
8?
looking back here, like 8 or 9, walking to school by myself. Can you imagine
but
an 8-year-old on the road right now?
That was like pretty standard for our generation. I feel like this day and age, no way.
If you see an 8-year-old by themselves,
Yeah, I'll be like, what
yo, where are your parents? Yeah, 100%.
So, like, I think it was yesterday, no, 2 days ago, sometime this like past week, I saw like 2 little girls on Saturday, that was it. They would have running down the street by themselves. And I was like, the hell are the parents? The parents were far.
How old are they, you reckon?
Probably like 4 or 5.
Oh, shit.
I was like, are you kidding me? I could have picked up these 2 girls and run. They could have run onto the road. I just thought, come on.
I know. That's why certain times when I'm on the train and stuff, I've had to certain times move because I've seen little kids like 3 and 4 just running around by the train tracks, and I'm like, I actually the parents are there,
for them.
but I can't bear seeing this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I just literally just have to move on.
It's crazy because I like to mind my business, and I don't want to tell them how to parent their
Yeah,
child.
facts.
But I'm just like,
I can't see this.
I'm like judging in my mind. I'm like, damn, this girl's gonna run onto the fucking road.
Yeah,
and I have to like save them.
I remember
I don't
back
wanna
in the
do
day
that.
when my dad was driving and stuff, I wasn't allowed to put my hand out of the window and stuff like that.
What was the reason?
I don't know, because
it's a thing,
a car
though.
might come
Yes,
past
yeah,
or something,
yeah.
innit? Yeah, and then I
Stuff
see
like
other
that.
children doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
parents,
so back
man.
to what's it called? Now,
Are
obviously,
you gonna have kids soon?
am I gonna have kids soon?
You
I
wanna be a dad?
want to be a dad.
I think you'd be a good dad.
I'll be an amazing dad.
You'd be a
Thanks.
good
Why
dad.
do you say that though?
You'd be a good dad.
Yeah.
I've known you for a few years, and I think you will make a good dad.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you're a caring guy.
Or do you want children?
Yeah, I would like to have kids in the future.
Is it how far away do you reckon you're?
Oh my god. So yeah, back to what we were talking about before.
Okay.
How far in the future? I don't know, man. Honestly, I've got so many kids in the family. My sister's kids, cousins' kids. Like,
Are you a good auntie, you reckon?
I'm the favorite auntie.
Is it? Everyone says you're the favorite. Because you got a lot of
I'm the
sisters,
best.
isn't it?
I got a lot of sisters.
Yeah, and you're sure you're the favorite auntie?
I know.
You are? 100%.
100%.
I'm going to ask your sister.
I'm the most active.
Okay, cool. Are you the rich auntie? Is that the vibes?
Maybe.
You buy them all their nice
All
stuff.
the like stuff they like. No, I'm just like they're cute. I love the kids.
I make an effort with the children in my life, isn't it? I want to
Do
be
you know
there.
why though it's so important? Because I remember when I was a child, I had some aunties I loved, but whether they bought me stuff or not wasn't like why I liked them. They were just nice aunties. And I have some aunties that I just thought,
You witch.
fucking witch.
Some of the witches have grown up to be nice people, though.
Oh, I don't know, man. The witches are still witches. The ones I know as kids, they're still witches, man. Yeah, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, I know. It's what hurts though when being a good uncle is when obviously they grow up, they turn 11, and then they don't care about you no more.
But then I've got my uncles I still love, and I've loved them since I was like 7, 8. You just have to keep being an uncle.
Mine are the girls though, because the guys are like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But maybe because I'm a guy, I can do guy things with them. The girls, it's like they go off to secondary school and then they don't care about you no more.
things with them.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm saying.
Yeah. But you can still check in though. Sometimes all it takes is like, oh, I don't know. What's her name?
What?
What's your nephew's name?
Oh,
Niece's
shit.
name? No.
Nephews. Well, the nieces.
Yeah.
One of them.
Okay. So let's just say, hey, how's school? How you doing?
But I used to hate that question.
But do it in like a fun way.
But you know what I do? Which is
What,
funny
tell me.
enough. Yeah, I just give them £20, isn't it?
Which is also nice as well.
Yeah, they're
Comes
like,
in handy.
before they used to see me, Uncle Danny! Jump on me, hug me.
That's
And now
cute.
it's like, oh, their mum might call them. Uncle Dammy's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Uncle
Hi.
Dammy.
But it's
And I'm
that
just like,
age,
here's £20,
though.
man.
It's that age. It's a preteen.
Yeah, that's what I'm
teenage.
saying, innit?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're going to come back around.
They will.
Hopefully.
I came back around.
Oh, yeah, man.
I was a rebellious teen.
But it just broke my heart, man.
Yeah.
Seeing it the first time. Anyway, back to your...
Back to original question,
Okay,
right?
sweet.
Because we've gone far.
No, it doesn't really matter, man. This is what this is about, anyway.
Okay, so where was I? Why I went back? Why I left corporate life?
Yeah.
Okay, gosh.
So basically, at this point now, the
COVID
passing of
has
your
happened.
dad made you realize you're going to start doing things.
Life differently.
Life is short.
Yeah.
Cool. So why was the corporate job axed from your life?
For my life? Yeah, I didn't like it, Dammy. I don't know if you remember when we were in New York. I just could not stand like the commute. I hate commute. I'm on the
Yeah, the
train.
commute.
Yeah.
The commute wasn't that long.
Okay, no, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, back in London, right? So now
Uh-huh.
I'm back in London, right? I was like, do I go into corporate? Like, I don't like rush hour time.
Uh-huh.
I hate that. I try to avoid
I hate
moving.
rush hour as
Yeah,
well.
same. I hate it. Too many people.
Packed trains.
Oh
I used to
gosh,
go before.
100%.
Yeah.
Either go before or after.
yeah.
You can't do the rush hour times. And I like to, I just
People
like,
don't care about space for some
oh
reason.
goodness.
Yeah.
And it stinks as well.
Yeah.
I hate smell.
At certain times I had a cold. And then I'm sneezing,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid to
pass it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I didn't enjoy. I don't like. Okay, I think for me, right, another big thing was like, apart from one company I worked in, all my other companies I've worked in have been toxic as fuck.
How toxic, how so?
Racist.
Is it?
Yeah, like I'm always like the token black girl, but
Mhm.
I'm just like, yeah, but I'm light
Mhm.
skinned, so like, am I your like acceptable black girl?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I absolutely hate that. But I don't have an issue with being the only black girl because like in school I was the only black girl. Many times like at uni I was the only black girl on my course as well, so I don't mind being the only black girl in like situations. In a workplace, I was the only black girl amongst clients and staff,
Mhm.
which I didn't think much of it when I first joined. But as the months went by, I just noticed someone was racist as hell. She told me she hates my hair in braids, and I'm a braids girl. Like
Wow.
I wear braids a
I
lot.
think braids is girls' final form. I love
braids,
braids.
girls. I'm such a braids girl. Braids is like my go-to.
I love it more than you.
I'm sure you do.
I love braids, yeah.
I love braids so much. Like I love braids. I love all the different colors, different styles. I'm such a braids girl. I'm not really like, one of the wig girls. I do once in a very, very, very blue moon like wear a wig, but it's never really my first or second or third choice. It's either that or like my natural hair. And yeah,
Yeah,
so
so she said she didn't like
she didn't like it. She's literally said to me, she went, oh Nicole. She called me into her office.
She's your manager.
She was the owner of the firm.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then she goes, oh, Nicole. Like her voice was like, okay, I'll do the entire thing. She was like, oh, loud voice, right? Oh, Nicole, like I love your outfit. I love the way you look, like head to toe. Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Great outfit. And then her voice like drops like 10 volumes down. But your hair, I don't really want my clients to see you with this sort of hair. And I was just like,
I wonder what they think it looks like.
that broke my heart. I can't lie to you.
I wonder what they actually think. Do they think it's like you've got like a picture of mountains on your head or something? Like it's weird art or something?
I don't even know.
Because I feel like they're seeing something that we're not seeing.
Exactly. For me, yeah, braids are so beautiful. Long, short, blonde, any color. That woman was just a bitch, man.
I think it's because they associate with they associate with, oh, we've gone on a holiday to Jamaica and we're smoking weed or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
which is really disrespectful. Because like for me, braids is like my cultural hairstyle. And like I'm not going to like shy away and say, oh yeah, and then another day she said to me, oh, I like you the most when you have blonde, straight hair. And I was just like, damn.
Wow, how long did it take you to leave the place afterwards?
Because that was Mountbatten, right? That was where I was working before I met you.
Okay.
So when I met you, I already changed law firms to another law firm in Midtown. So this like my first law firm was on Wall Street, where I was downtown, like Manhattan, and I thought, wow, like a shiny, law firm on Wall Street, like that's like my first job. I was so happy to like be there. And for my interview, I had braids on. I had like brown, long braids, like elbow length. And so she saw me with braids, right? And I get to the office, and I used to like love the corporate life for the fashion. I was just there for like for the corporate fashion. I can't even lie to you.
Vibes.
I loved it. I loved it. My pencil skirts, like my heels, everything was such a vibe.
Fashion show.
I loved it. I loved it. I remember like back then, someone was like, "Oh, Nicole, you should do like this is like back then, like a lookbook when like lookbooks were like a thing." They were like, "Oh, we really think you should do like a corporate girl lookbook."
Who said
fashion.
that?
All my friends back then.
Okay,
yeah. And
I can still work now.
no, not for corporate. I hate. I'm not even a fashion girl. Like it's not like my main thing. I just enjoy.
Was that dressing up?
Damn it! I just enjoy my life. It's just me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I just enjoy my life. Anyway, so yeah, so she was fucking racist.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like black people.
Well, okay, she liked black people.
No, she liked light-skinned black people.
Oh shit!
But that was her most. I remember one time I went with her to the Apple store. It was like both of us together. She had an issue with her iPhone, and she was like, "Oh, we've got to the Apple store. You know the one in
Yeah, the big one.
in the Oculus. So what was that thing called?
I don't know, but it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And we had to get the path to go there.
Exactly.
What was that place called again?
Oculus?
I forgot what
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was like the memorial of like 9/11.
Yeah, down there. Yeah. Oh man, I need to go back, man.
I know. So I haven't been back since then.
Yeah, but I wanted to go back, but obviously because of the fucking pandemic.
Apparently things have changed.
Is it?
But London has changed as well.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, so you went to the Apple store.
And then I'll never forget, like, we saw a tall black guy with like dreads. You know, the kind of dreads that are like down to his knees. And then she was like, no. So we see another person.
Oh, as in the what they call
attendants.
Yeah, the specialists. What they call geniuses.
Geniuses, yeah. And there's another black girl.
It's a patronizing name anyway. Yeah, but yeah. Well, I guess it's an uplifting name.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, like what, shop attendants?
Yeah.
But they were smart. They knew what to do. So
and usually they are smart as well.
And to be fair, though, it's a tech space, so they are geniuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, then we saw like another black girl, and she had braids on, and she was like, no. And then we saw like a really flamboyant black guy, who was gay. Where he was like, you know, the really like, and she was like, no way. And I just looked like, you fucking bitch.
And
like,
then what white person did you go to?
No, she's like, Nicole, let's just leave.
No way.
Yeah. We walked back to the office together.
Oh my God.
She was like, we'll just come back another day. I was like, you fucking bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, she was horrible.
No.
I remember like we had some Hispanic clients come in, and like in this law firm, right, we only worked with people with a certain like net worth because it was like, you know, Wall Street sort of like money. And these Hispanic people came in, and she turned them down. She's like, you're just not a right fit for the firm. And I was like, are they not a right fit because they're Hispanic? Because on paper, minus the name, they match all our other clients. She told them no, she can't take them on. So they left.
Wow.
Yeah. She was crazy like that. But she liked me though. I liked her. Lola Day actually came for one of our like downtown lawyer events with me. Because she was at Citibank. Then I was like, oh, do you want to come for this like lawyer event that I had? Because I used to go for all this like attorney stuff. And Lola Day came in. Because she was like, oh yeah, Nicole, you can bring a friend. I was like, Lola Day's downtown as well. Like, come. Lola Day comes. Oh my God.
You got in trouble.
I felt so bad for her.
Oh wow.
Because from the door, as soon as she walked in, because it was like a only white space, right? And they accept me because I'm like light skin. No props. Cool.
You take the diversity box.
I take the box. I take the box, which is fine. Well, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right? And I absolutely hate it. Because I just thought like, okay, but I try not to think about it too much. I just try not to be like, just like the TikTok.
Because that can make you feel away.
Oh, it does make me feel a kind of way. But anyway, whatever. I invited like Lola Days come down for this like work event that we had. Oh my God. From the door, as soon as she walks in, like everyone's like turning, looking at her. Like, who is this black girl that's just like walked in to this like prestigious
white only space?
Exactly.
Did Lola Day feel it?
Yeah. You can even ask her.
Wow.
I felt so bad that I invited our dear friend, into this space where she was going to be like looked down upon because of who she is. As like
fucking up.
Yeah. And even like the owner of this law firm, she like looked Lola Day up and down when she was approaching, being like,
why the fuck are you here?
Yeah, she's like, Nicole. Like, she was like, in my mind, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Like, you know, referring to me. Like, how dare you bring this girl as part of like my company to like represent? Like, what the hell? And I felt so bad for Lola. I literally apologized to Lola. I was like, Lola, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How did Lola feel? She
felt really bad because she could feel it. Because she was like in Citibank, right? Like diversity is like the things, like hundreds and hundreds of people. But my law firm and like the Wall Street lawyers was a very like tight knit sort of like secret sort of like society kind of vibe. And so yeah, it was horrible.
Well, how long was the event for?
Just like an evening, sort of like after work.
So maybe like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, but we didn't really say to the end because
of course
like,
you
the
energy
was just like too much. Like I didn't say the thing about it, right? It's like, yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Wait, how long? Wait, and did you go back to work? Did you get in trouble?
I had to quit because after a lot of times, like first she told me that she was like my braid, she likes me. And one day I was going home, and I think I had gone to like, the shopping center, Oculus. And so unfortunately for me, I ended up being on the same train back home
Oh wow.
as her. She came to sit right beside me, and she was like, Nicole, show me your phone and pictures of your family. I want to see your mum, your dad, and all your sisters. And I'm just like,
What the fuck? That is so
yeah, so
uncomfortable, man.
awkward.
Fuck, man.
She's fucking awkward, man. I hated her. And when I left New York, when I left her company, everything. Oh, she tried to bribe me, by the way,
How?
because when the other attorneys in the law firm, because all my friends back then, apart from like you guys, were all like lawyers and attorneys. I used to hang a lot, but that space. They're all like Jewish. Most of them were Jewish, and in my law firm, most people were Jewish. I've always been in like white Jewish spaces, and I remember the other girls, the other attorneys, finding out what was going on because I just couldn't take it anymore. Because I didn't tell anybody that this was what the owner of the law firm has been like doing like all this time. So when they found out, they were like, "Oh my God, Nicole, why didn't you say anything?" Because if you report to anybody, it still goes to her. It's her name on the door. It's literally the firm is named after
Yeah,
her.
who the fuck do you report to? Yeah.
She's and obviously we then had like Joe Mountbatten.
Oh yeah.
So, which is them. Then I told them that this is what I've been going through, and everyone was all trying to keep it all hush hush and stuff. Like
Because they still wanted the business, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
They're not
yeah.
gonna fucking.
Exactly.
Did anybody go there after you?
Not that I know of, no,
Oh,
after that
okay.
and stuff. But they bribed me. I'm not joking. She gave me dollars.
She gave you dollars.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you accepted
She
the
gave me.
bribe.
But this is how. This is. Let me tell you how
Yeah.
it happened. Let me tell you how it happened. Right. So when the other attorney, Lauren, I love her so much, found out, Lauren was so mad. She was angry, and because she's also white Jewish, she felt, even though she was on a lesser level to the owner of the firm, she was like, "Fuck that." She ran. She just like the lady's door was shut, right, and she just pushed the door open. She was like, "How dare you? How dare you treat Nicole like that? This whole time you've been this. Da, 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 da. That is so." And then the lady, her name is Jill, right? She goes all like so shy, that like awkward, like, "Oh, shut the door. Let's just have a peaceful conversation about this." And I was like, "No, it's so unfair. You're so racist." Da, da, da. Like she went in, and I
Wow.
was outside, like in my own like little cubicle and all that. I was thinking like, "Damn, this girl's really fighting on my behalf." Because I would never, don't forget, like I just come from London straight to this like job. There was no one's gonna burst into her office like shout to, even though I felt rage and anger and all of that. There was no way I could do that. It was just wasn't me.
But what did she actually do to you?
She was racist as hell. That whole thing about like don't wear your braids to the office,
Yeah.
it actually really affected me. Like I remember going out the office that afternoon, and I went to like the Upper East Side because we had a client there. I had to go to the client's house, and I remember just like crying
Oh.
because I just thought that's who I am. Like you
Yeah.
literally attacked
Who I am.
who I am, and I have no control over like the entire situation. I can't change the way my hair is. My hair is like my identity, and for you to just like tell me that like it's not accepted, I don't know. It was such a mindfuck situation because nobody in my life ever, up until that point, had ever told me that my hair was unacceptable in any space. And I had dated like English guys, right? Like I mean, like white English guys and like Jewish guys. So for me, I have so many white friends. I just thought like, who the fuck is this woman who all of a sudden, and my grandma, like my mom's side of the family, they're all white, and it's just like all of a sudden, how can like
This not be acceptable.
yeah, because I never thought about it as like something that should or shouldn't be
Was that the first time
acceptable.
you reckon you experienced blatant racism like that?
100%. And as a child in like the UK, not in London, but outside London, yeah, here and there, but like not as an adult in a workplace. That was my first workplace
First
racism.
piece of racism that hurt.
Yeah,
Now,
that hurt deeply.
But okay, so she bribed you. Nah,
So you
explain
want to
that.
talk about the bribe, okay? So then after this incident with like Lauren going, this is what I was dealing with before you joined, before you came to New York. This is my life then. And I remember like Lola Day, Naka, all my friends then, they were so supportive. They were all just like, "Don't worry, Nicole," because they didn't understand as much because they worked in like HSBC, Citibank. These are like diverse companies, even though probably, some work can still be done. But compared to where I was, like it was very different. And it was a small office as well. Fuck. Anyway, so she gets me this card, and she gets everyone in the office like sign the card and say how much they love working with me. But the thing is, I actually loved working with the other ladies and the other guys. Like, I got on well with them. I still talk to them. They're still my friends, but only that bitch, you know? And then she got all of them to like write in the card and say how much they loved me and how much I was like a great addition to the firm. They all did that. And then she put in a few.
100.
No, it was more than that.
Thousands.
I'm not going to disclose
Okay.
my
I'll take it
bribe
out.
amounts.
I'll take it out. But roughly, how much did they give you in cash?
Yeah, she put on a card. You know, one of those.
Oh,
like,
yeah. The ones that they give you when you can shop
it's
anywhere.
like a Visa card.
Yeah.
Where it's a Visa card that you can spend.
Yeah, that's what happens when you win an award in Mountbatten. They give you one of those cards.
Those Visa. Yeah. So it was money, but I could
You
spend
spend it anywhere.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
They
on the
gave me
card.
one of those, my
Oh,
team.
really?
Because I didn't attend the Mountbatten Award because I won 2 awards.
Oh, nice.
I decided not to go.
Okay.
And then because Mountbatten are so greedy, they decided to not give me the award.
Really?
The monetary part of the award, they didn't give to me.
That's...
So my team was like, oh, right. Because basically I stayed behind to do some work.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, how much did you miss out on? This is me. Because I won, I think, 2 awards. So that was like 500.
Yeah.
So they gave me like 1,000 on one of the visa
those cards.
things.
Yeah, those cards you can spend it anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. Because it's just a visa thing. Yeah.
Yeah, which is really
Fucking
good
hell.
though. So she put that card in.
Rah.
Yeah.
Now,
And shortly after that, I quit. I literally said I'm not coming in anymore.
oh, wow.
Because then she said another racist thing. I just thought, I'm done.
What, do you remember what that racist thing was?
So it was to the guys downstairs. So we were in this beautiful, beautiful building, right? And we had the doormen, and the doormen were all like black guys. They're all my friends. I come in, they were like, right on, sister. Good for you, sister. And I like, it was so like, oh my God. It was all very new for me because I just thought like in London and in Nigeria, nobody ever will be telling me like, right on, sister. I just thought like, oh, this is a bit too much. Yeah. And they see me every day, and they were like, yeah, because they don't see many black people. Downtown New York is not as diverse as Midtown or Upper East or whatever. Wall Street is not diverse at all. That place is whitewashed as hell. I could count how many black people.
You saw that there. Yeah.
I could count how many black people that work in corporate. Every black man I saw were the cleaners or the doorman. I didn't see any other black people in positions of power. 1 or 2 here and then. I'm like, oh my God, like, wow, you know, hey. Wow, you too.
Yeah.
So then when they saw me working in this like really top like law firm, all the black guys who were all the doormen, they all loved me. They all used to like my supplies. So yeah, it was great. I had like, they were lovely people, and like I was friends with them. They were my friends. I still saw them every day, right? They were like, right on, sister. You know, and they knew about the bitch who was racist upstairs.
How did they know? It was just like a big thing. Everybody knew.
Everybody eventually all found out. Yeah, because the cat eventually comes out of the bag. And anyway, long story short, one time she had this fucking aquarium in the office, right?
Aquarium?
Yeah, she had 2. So many fucking fish in there, like different types, different sizes, all some packs of fish. And one time she was like, a fish guy used to come to like, you know, keep the
clean the water and stuff.
All of that. I had one guy come in for that. And one time I think he couldn't make it in or something. So she was like, oh, I'll just get one of the guys downstairs. You know, they're so poor, just a little 20 would do whatever.
They're so poor, a little 20
a little 20.
And you're like, nah, fuck this
I was
shit.
like, nah, fuck that. Because like I also knew the guys downstairs, like the doorman. And I just thought like, even if I didn't have a relationship, like a hello, hi every morning, something, I just still thought that was just not right.
You know what's crazy? This corporate and black relationship is hilarious. Because even like in HSBC,
yeah,
as in there was a lot of black people there, but certain times, like it got uncomfortable. Certain times we'll meet each other inside of the corridor.
Yeah, black and black.
Yeah, the black people. So certain times there might be 3 or 4 of us.
Yeah.
Just chilling together.
Area, yeah.
It felt like it was such a big thing.
I can imagine.
Everyone was looking like we were trying to conspire to take down the company or something, innit?
Up.
And it's funny because certain man, because me, I'm a pussy at work. So in terms of when you're greeting one another, people are spudding each other.
No.
I wasn't.
Handshake.
But there's certain guys, the guys I respected, they didn't give a fuck. They were like, whatever, man, boom.
Yeah.
And then the other people just be looking at us and shit.
Oh, dear.
Like, what's going on there?
Crazy.
Like, I feel as though it gave the energy when there was more than 3 of us speaking together, it looked like there was a black meeting happening
It's crazy.
inside of the office.
But then you see white people together all the time and nobody thinks anything of it.
Yeah, but we all feel as though, oh, guys, you've been together here for too long. Yeah, everyone but do you know what's funny? What I want to ask is,
I hate that though.
How much of a role you reckon that has played in your
life now?
Yeah, your art, because obviously your art is extremely black.
All the way black.
Yeah, very black.
100%.
Unapologetically
black. And I feel like that's honestly, like, I think you asked me earlier, like, where am I from? Even though I'm like, Nigerian English Nigerian, I feel like maybe identify just a little bit more with like my black side because I'm a black girl, right? And I've had so many racist experiences, even though I'm light-skinned, people always have it. I know there is light-skin privilege in the black community, which I've benefited from without wanting to. It just happened because unfortunately that's just the society that
privilege is privilege.
I know.
So you should just lean into it regardless.
No. I understand, but I feel bad, and it's not a thing like I.
What's that? Winner's remorse? What? Survivor's remorse?
Survivor's. Like I don't choose
What's
for
it
it
called?
to
What's
happen.
the term?
I don't know. Survivor's remorse.
Yeah, I
maybe.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't choose for it to happen.
Okay, cool. That one's still on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't choose for it to happen. It just happens. And do I benefit from the corrupt system? I do.
How do you feel as though you benefit from it?
I do. I feel like, working in that law firm was a privilege because they're not only black person going to be, and the experience I got from that law firm, was amazing. What I saw, like the inside, the kind of stuff, clientele that I worked with, I wouldn't have that opportunity if I was darker than I was now because she clearly didn't want black people in a 5-mile like radius.
Well, I guess she's kind of small, but she's kind of progressive.
Because she has a light-skinned black girl.
Yeah, because she could have chosen a white person.
She could have.
But she's like, oh, let me just stick my toe in this bit of blackness.
But Banana Republic, the clothing company, they got sued millions of dollars because a black girl sued them for hair discrimination.
Wow.
And shortly after that, New York State passed a law around hair discrimination.
Wow.
And I had another attorney friend of mine, John, who was also white Jewish, said, Nicole, let me take this case on for you pro bono to sue the other lady.
And you said no?
I said no.
Why?
Dammy.
What do you mean, dammy?
You know what it is, yeah?
You don't want to be the poster.
I didn't want to be blacklisted.
I
didn't want to be black because I didn't know at that time.
Yeah, you didn't know you wasn't going to be doing law.
I didn't, exactly. If I knew that I wasn't going to be in corporate anymore, I would have seen the fuck. I'd have been a millionaire myself. I'd have been done. I'd have been out of here. But I didn't want to because don't forget I was much younger then. This is like what, 5 years ago now? And
fuck, yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago. And I didn't want to be blacklisted on Wall Street because I was thinking, okay, after that law firm, I got another similar like law firm. I didn't want to be that girl because I knew how tight the community was because I was friends with other lawyers and stuff through. And plus,
if you watch Suits, you realize
it's really
even close. It's so close, even to London. Even
exactly. Yeah. So I just thought actually I didn't want to be blacklisted because it's like, oh, that girl, no way. And I know what happens behind closed doors. Like I know how like you can be blacklisted. Like I've seen it happen. So I just thought I didn't want to have my name blacklisted.
Fuck.
So that's why I didn't see her. But like he was in a position of power. Like he's white, he was Jewish, same community as her, same everything as her. So he didn't look at it from that perspective. He was like, fuck that, Nicole, I'm going to sue her on your behalf. He was a really good attorney as well. He was like, I'll do it pro bono for you. Like, don't even pay me. I just want... Because he also didn't like her.
Like, why didn't you like her?
People didn't like her.
Because she wasn't a nice person?
Because...
I guess she isn't a pleasant person.
Yeah, she was nice sometimes, right? She wasn't all bad, but she was just racist.
Just ignorant, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember she had her daughter who wanted to go to India for this like year abroad thing. That was probably like maybe 15, 14. Yeah. And she kept saying to the girl, oh, in India, people there were so poor, like, don't eat, like just so much ignorant shit. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, come on. It was so bad. It was so bad to experience. Like, so that definitely that made kind of added to who I am now as a person because I wasn't always like, how do I...
What, pro-black? Like black fist in there.
Yeah. Like I've always been pro-black.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they had like the London
Right.
protest.
Okay, yeah. Which one? The George Floyd stuff.
Yeah, around that time, I was out on the streets with my placard.
Is it? I stayed at home for that stuff. Isn't it?
Yeah, because like the person I was
everyone
dating,
was just. I feel like a lot of people were just bored of being inside the house.
it was also that, and it was a nice sunny day.
And
It was a
people
nice
were
sunny day.
Girls were getting cute.
Yeah,
They had their cute activist outfits on.
So I wasn't that deep. I was just like.
What did you wear? Do you remember?
What would I wear?
A cute black dress.
No. I had some like really like cute shorts on, like a crop top, like.
Did you make a sign as well?
Yeah.
Is it? What did your sign say?
Oh, I had like 2 different signs. So my sign had 2 different signs. It's something back, something different. Something about like the system's against us. Oh my god!
That's hilarious.
I don't remember what the font. I have a picture of some on my phone. The font said something completely different. Yeah, I was out there twice. Even I went out twice.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm afraid of going to shit like that because I would get arrested. I would get in trouble for doing something like that.
Well, the protests were big though. Do you
yeah,
remember?
but you see, my luck isn't
I
good.
hear you. The police were heavy on the streets then. Yeah, we walked so long from like Trafalgar Square. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah, some people were like proper. I was just like, yeah, like, I support the Black cause. So, and it makes me really sad because I wish Black people as a community, I wish we had each other's backs a lot more. The Black community is so.
I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking for basically uplifting the Black people, I am probably one of the worst.
I know, I hear you, Dammy, but the thing about it is like other communities, I don't know how to describe it. They're
just together. They move in unison.
It's not honestly, trust me, it's not even about like gang, like moving together, like all of that stuff. It's just like supporting each other. Like, how do I describe it? Like economically growing together. The Black community.
Do you know what I blame our leaders.
Forefathers. Oh, and the leaders.
Yeah, because for instance, if you're a Chinese person in America, that gets shot down by a white guy, you have China to answer to.
Yep.
If you shoot a Black guy in America, there's no one there,
cares.
Yeah. So
that's why I said the system's against us.
Yeah.
That's why I put that sign up. I was like, yeah. But I feel like even with the whole pro-Black community, that recently, actually, I've had Black men that bully me.
Really?
Yeah. In like workplace situation as well. So even
corporate or
in just like business, really, because this is not even corporate, it's just like business. So it's not even about like, pro-Black. I am pro-Black, but I'm not pro-Black crazy because I'm aware that within the Black community
we have our own issues.
many issues, right? And I don't even like to involve myself. I just mind my business.
What bullying do you reckon you experienced?
Oh, I've experienced bullying.
Yeah, but is it
by another Black man who is like in his late 30s, right? Who you think that like, so this is situation. I won't go into too much detail because it's still fresh. Yeah. So he fancied me, and I was like, not interested. He tried to make many moves, and again I said, not interested. And he just couldn't take rejection, which is another issue. So then, rather than like sticking to the business that we had been like working on, he then tries to people, man. He then tries to what I'm looking for. He starts to bully me, to try to control me and to suppress
Explain
me.
the bullying.
Explain the
yeah.
I know what it is, yeah. Maybe I would explain the bullying to you another time because the whole situation is still.
Oh, is this the person I take the side? Is this the person you're doing a podcast with?
No, God forbid.
Yeah,
no way. Cool. Can you leave that in there? No way. The person doing the podcast. No way. Okay, my podcast guy is my friend since I was 16. That's like my brother. So
but it's not as though people can't know you from 16 and then fancy and then switch up.
Okay, but not this person. This
person. It's not podcast guy. Not podcast guy
at all. No.
So basically, this guy fancied you. You said no to him, and now he's turned into your biggest op.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why must you still have contact with this person? So how is he still able to bully?
Because he can't. Because I've moved myself from the situation.
And is he still trying to?
He can't contact me.
Oh wow!
Anymore.
You blocked him and stuff
everywhere.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How do you reckon that's making him feel currently?
I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't get why people move like
I
that.
don't give a fuck. It's like if I've said, and this is my issue, right? Like, if you fancy someone, okay, as a guy, and you made your move, and the person said no, just like respect that.
Yes.
You don't
Why would
like.
you even be interested? I wouldn't even want to have sex with a girl that doesn't like me.
I wouldn't want to talk to anybody. That I wouldn't move to anybody myself, but I'm just, if I was a guy and I moved to someone and they said, "Oh no," like in a nice, just a polite way, just like, "Oh no," like
Yeah.
I don't have to lie and say, "Oh, I'm married with 5 kids,"
Yeah.
or like my husband's like, I don't have to do all of that. I can just, I know it's my no,
Oh, his vibe is, oh, but why though?
stuff like that.
Why are you seeing somebody? No, I'm not. I'm just not on you.
Exactly.
And then
It's like it's either you have a boyfriend or
I am your boyfriend.
yeah, exactly. And then said to me, "Oh, I can be the man you need in your life." Who told you I need a man? One, who told you you're the man I need? Who told you I don't already have my own man? Who told you you're that? Oh, it's just, oh my God. And he's another black man.
Mhm.
So for me, I don't even do that whole like black man, because black men have their own issues,
Yeah,
which I don't
facts.
even want to like get involved in.
That's facts. Now, in regards to your art,
All right, let's
like
talk
I
about my
said,
favorite thing. Yes,
now
please.
obviously you've got unapologetic. I've been to one of your
My
shows. So
do you
basically,
like it?
I loved it. It was a vibe.
Great, I love
Now
that.
you're an art curator.
I'm a curator.
Now explain what that means and how you got into it.
Okay, I'm an art curator. So basically, I represent Black artists, African artists in and out of Africa. They're in the US, they're in Paris, they're in London, Kenya, South Africa, everywhere. Yeah. So okay, it started off. Okay, Dammy, I'm gonna go back a little bit
Yeah,
from
do
where
your
the
thing,
art
man.
started. Yeah. So it was
We got time, yeah,
2021.
sweet.
Okay, cool. So so back to what I was saying a couple of minutes ago.
Mhm.
Dad passed, moved on from that. So the reason why I went into art, because I started my first business
Mhm.
during the lockdown, because that time I didn't have any set job, and I thought I didn't even want any job to begin with. So opened my first business. My dad was helping me with that one because he was also like really into business as well.
And what business was that?
He used to do steel.
And I'm saying, what business did you?
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What business was that? So organic vegetables.
Okay, cool, sweet.
So because I'm more like, organic
Mhm.
vegetable kind of like person. So my business was organic vegetables. So I started that. I got really far with it. Did like the whole branding, got my suppliers, everything.
Mhm.
And then he passed. And then I just didn't have it in me
So continue
to
that.
continue that one. So I just packed it all up and
Mhm.
just put it on the shelf. Went through the whole funeral process, went through all of that, and then now I was in Nigeria, right?
Mhm.
And I've got my cousin, my older cousin, who I absolutely love so much, and he started an art foundation.
Mhm.
So he was like, "Oh, why don't you come and work at the art foundation now that you're just like in this like
Limbo.
this headspace?" So I was like, "All right, cool." And I grew up in a very artsy family, like a very creative family.
Mhm.
My dad was writing a book even before he passed. My mom always took us to like the theater growing up. We always went to like museums
Mhm.
everywhere in the world. We she paints, my sister paints as well.
Oh wow,
I
that's
used
all
I
right.
used to write poems. I used to write. So and we have artwork as well. Like my mom also like collects art. So it wasn't like far fetched for me. We were always like a creative family. My sister's into music, one's into like film.
Mhm.
So it's really like cool. Everyone's got their own like
Arty thing.
yeah, creative niche, right? And so my cousin's like, "Oh, I need to do the art foundation." I started doing that. It was really, really good. Came back to London because I always go back and forth. So I came back to London and
Are you required to, like, visa wise or something?
no, I got 2 passports.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I can go anywhere, boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, so I came back to London and I just started selling art to my clients. So I've always like done a bit of interior design, which is I also do interior design and like my art curating, and because obviously art and interior design they
Go
go
hand in
hand in
hand.
hand. So my very first client was this guy I know who's a friend of a friend, and he lives in Kent. So he was like, "Oh, Nicole, so come to my house. It's a new house he bought, beautiful house, 5-bedroom house." He was like, "I just need arts in this house." So
White or
I
black guy?
black guy,
Okay.
and so I supplied my first that was my first client. I got him 7 pieces of art for that his house in Kent.
But did you stumble upon this now as a?
No, because then I was doing the art foundation with my
Uh-huh.
cousin in Nigeria, and when I came back to London, I was doing my interior design as
Mhm.
well, because I started with my interior design first. And so this guy, I know, so for example, like you're my friend,
Mhm.
and then you tell, so you know I'm doing like art in Nigeria,
Mhm.
right? And so you tell your other friend, oh, you got a new house, or you want some art? Oh yeah, why don't you ask
Mhm. She did
Nicole?
some art in
She can do your
Nigeria.
art. So that was kind of how that happened. So that was how I got to meet that other guy.
Mhm.
And he was like, oh yeah, this is my house. I just need artwork for it. I was like, all right, cool. No problem. Started from there,
Did he
and
give you a budget?
no budget.
So unlimited.
No budget. No budget.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, yeah. I didn't really like to work with budgets, from being honest.
What the
Um
fuck? But what if, like, I could tell you I've got a new house, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
what do you judge the client first?
No. So I don't go, I don't start from a price point.
Mhm.
I start from what you like,
Okay.
So like, so he
This piece, this piece, this piece.
exactly. And so he said, well, he likes abstract. I never
Mhm.
forget. He was like, I want abstract. Turns out he didn't even like abstracts
Uh-huh.
like he thought he
Uh-huh.
did, right? So, and I already knew artists through my mum
Mhm.
from Nigeria, because she had many artists that she knew that were living in Nigeria.
Mhm.
I don't even know, but she knew them, right? And I had the art foundation I was working at, working with my cousin. So I also knew more artists as well. And like if I travel a lot as well. So I always like meet new people. So, and I knew people that owned galleries. I knew people that owned like different art foundations. I knew artists. I just kind of started, Dammy.
Mhm.
There was no day I said, this is
Mm.
this is it, right? Do you
So,
get what I mean?
yeah, so you were just enjoying something, doing it, and then
And
it
it's
just
just
happened.
start, yeah, exactly. I didn't like sit down and say
Uh-huh.
this is like going to be my, no, I didn't do that. I just fell into it, and it was just like a natural thing for me, because again, I always knew I wasn't a corporate girl,
Mhm.
even though I can be a corporate girl. It didn't just sit right with me.
Mhm.
I knew I was going to be like either like some business sort of girl, which is more me, which is what I'm doing now. Business, like creative business.
And plus, it's part of you. Because what I noticed about you as well was you're somebody that kind of, you like to mingle, you
Yeah, I
attend
do.
these functions and
I
stuff,
do.
you're social. So it
Yeah.
kind of fits well with what I know you from
Yeah.
doing in the first
But
place,
that's
which
just
is
who I
nice.
am, as in,
You like a cheese and a
I
wine.
do.
Yeah.
I love that sort of vibe. Yeah. I like networking. I like talking to people.
Yeah. So it
I'm just a
fits
social
very well. Yeah.
person. I'm just a social person. And also like I like beautiful things. I like designing. So I do interior design. I love creating. And for me, like the curation and the interior design is like my own creative
Hmm.
like outlet.
But what I would say about your art is, obviously,
You've only been to one show.
yeah, but what I would say about what I've seen so
Okay.
far is, in terms of a lot of the art
Mm.
is very much African, isn't it?
Because I represent, because that's what I do.
What I'm
So
trying to say, it's not just the artist though, as in like the actual art pieces are. You know what I'm saying? Because
mm,
you
I
can
get
have
what
an
you're
artist
saying.
called Wale Adeyemi, and he draws a picture of the Berlin Bridge. It's an African artist, but that piece isn't
So no.
necessarily.
I understand what you're saying, right? So it's all different, right?
Hmm.
It's sometimes it will be like that,
Hmm.
but sometimes it wouldn't be like that. If
Hmm.
you came for my last show, would I say it was screaming African? 50-50.
Okay. So
50-50.
what links them is the
It's the
African artist.
artist.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
it's the artist itself, because like the African artist is underrepresented
Hmm.
and underappreciated on the international
Hmm.
scale. Also, before I digress, after that kind, I then went to like Sotheby's and Christie's, and I did like actual like education
Hmm.
with them, just to like cover all like
Okay.
angles, which was really
What
fun.
sort of education?
Art stuff.
Oh, so they just made you more knowledgeable.
No, I mean, yes, because you learn every
Hmm.
day, but like just learning different aspects of things, just different areas,
Hmm.
with different angles, like art
Hmm.
business and other things. Um,
What's it called? Sotheby's and Crystal.
Sotheby's and
Sotheby's
then Christie's,
and
two separate
Christie's. Okay, cool.
institutions. Yeah, two separate institutions. They're like the top arts institutions of
Hmm.
the world. But what I noticed from like growing up and going to like all these like
Hmm.
art spaces was that there just wasn't enough black artists represented
Mhm.
in like the galleries, in like the museums, and they only had like the really old stuff that was stolen from like colonial times, like slave trade time, all that like stolen artwork. They didn't have a lot more of like the modern day
Mhm.
stuff. Like, I love the old pieces,
Mhm.
but it just wasn't true of the representation of
Mhm.
like today. Those were
There's
like
people doing great things now that are alive.
exactly,
Yeah.
and I feel like that was a lot what was like focused on, like when it comes to like African artists. It was always like 1800s and
Mhm.
this that, which is great, but it's just not today.
Mhm.
So I was just like, okay, that's like a niche where I like fit in. And I remember when I was at uni, I was like ACS vice president.
Is it?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
leads.
yeah, yeah. Because like I always felt that I represented different, like I always had like bits of
Culture.
different African, different black. Like
Mhm.
I had something common with like the African Americans, the Black Americans from like the US,
Mhm.
with the people from like the UK.
Mhm.
Then I had like this, some maybe like the West Africans.
Mhm.
I had a lot of friends from like East Africa.
Mhm.
So I always felt like I like that was why they voted
Mhm.
me, because like all the
You
different groups,
represented everybody
everybody,
basically.
right?
Yeah.
And like so I feel like that's also still who I am
Mhm.
like today. Yeah, I'm still like ACS vice president, I guess. And
You're
it's
still
just
ACS
like
vice president.
because I feel like, and it's crazy because like that was like how many years ago, but I feel like even like now, like that has just grown. It
Mhm.
hasn't like my artists are from all these different parts, you
Mhm.
know? They're either like Black British or like from Kenya.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So they could be from wherever.
Who else is doing what you're doing currently?
There are a few
That you know.
others, but not that many of us.
Oh, okay.
Not that many. I can literally count how many other black girls.
Uh-huh.
So then we have another situation where the African arts is then represented, or like then like, sorry, I'm trying to get the word. Let me cut this section out. While I remember my
Hey, listen, no,
word.
this is normal.
While
So
I
what?
remember my
So what?
word.
We're
Wait,
human, mate.
Let me think. So then we have another situation where like the people that do represent the black artists
Mhm.
are like loads of like white ladies.
Mhm. Oh my god.
Yeah. Many of them come to like Africa. Africa, but I mean literally the entire continent,
Uh-huh.
and like take the artwork and stuff, and then buy it for like peanuts, and
Uh-huh.
then like kind of
Like fair trade chocolate,
exactly.
essentially.
And then so I was just like, I'd rather like
Uh-huh.
it's a bit I just really didn't like it,
Yeah.
you know. So then I'm just gonna do it myself, and like all my artists are my friends.
All
So
right.
yeah,
Wait, so there's people that do this, but they happen to be white people
yeah,
doing it. All right.
yeah. Which again, like
I guess nice kudos to them. But I'm
yeah,
saying,
but
but
then again, like the art market is like vibrant,
mhm,
and it's also the kind of art I do is not like lower scale. I kind of do like focus more on like
high end.
high end like arts.
Mhm,
So it's like also what I'm taking advantage
mhm,
of, like, because so what I try to do is to bring those same artists on the same level as like their white
mhm,
counterparts, because more often than not their art is a lot more
mhm,
interesting. I know art is also very subjective as
mhm,
well. So yeah, I just try to like raise the profile,
mhm.
represent them, and put them in spaces that they wouldn't usually have access to.
Why? What do you reckon? What's because what's the name of your?
My art,
Yeah,
Kiribaku Art.
I, I keep on forgetting it.
Kiribaku Arts.
And
Kiri.
why did you name it that? I remember it was a good.
Do you want to know the real name behind that? Do you want to
Yeah,
know why?
yeah.
Okay, so it's actually I got that name, the entire thing.
Mhm,
It's like I jiggled it up a bit from like my dad's names,
mhm,
and I made it Kiribaku Arts.
mhm,
So like the Kiribaku, the KU
mhm.
is the end of my surname,
Yeah.
like Joku, and then the BA is end of my dad's name,
Mhm,
and then the Kiri is his name was Christian,
mhm.
so my grandma used to call him like Kiri.
Okay.
So
Same. This is the same reason you gave me last time. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Which is
beautiful. Yeah.
literally why the name is like that. And then it's K Baku Arts. I've also got K Baku Interiors as well.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
thank you. And it's
And
purple. The color's purple.
what do you mean the color of the logo?
The band is purple.
Mhm.
That's because my color's red. And like
Your color's red.
my color's red. Have you, apart from today, but you always see me with red. I
To be
never
fair, yeah.
I'm a red girl.
And you wear red lipstick
I
sometimes as
love my
well,
red
innit?
lipstick. I was like, I do want red lipstick today. I was like, okay, fine. But yeah, I would always
Yeah.
gravitate more. I'm red is definitely.
Okay, cool.
I'm a Leo.
So explain why it's purple then, because red mixed
So
with.
red's my color.
Yeah.
And blue's my dad's color. And then red and blue make purple, and then purple stands for luxury,
Oh,
creativity,
man, you really thought about this,
spirituality.
boy.
Well, yeah, because like after that first client, I did two other homes that he owned,
Mhm,
and the word of mouth just like spread like crazy. So I was doing that for like 2 years, just doing
mhm,
residential arts, and I didn't have to do it through. I didn't use Instagram.
mhm.
I didn't use any social media.
Literally just
I
word
didn't
of
even have
mouth.
I didn't even have a website. I did that for 2 years, and I was really enjoying
Have
myself.
you got all of that stuff already now? Website and
Yeah,
socials.
yeah. But I didn't when I started,
Mhm.
and I was just doing it
Do you get
through word of
anxiety
mouth.
in terms?
No.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because it's very daring and brave.
Do I get anxiety? No, because I've been fortunate that the people I know are able to actually afford
Uh huh.
the art that I sell, therefore giving me money
Uh huh.
to live my life. So yeah.
No, because I'm saying in terms, it's very, very courageous and bold
Thank you, Dammy.
of you. Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Because
100%.
like not basically having a condition, a normal 9 to 5,
Mm,
isn't it? And relying on that and
yeah,
putting yourself out there, and also in terms of you're doing daring things like putting on your own shows, isn't it?
yeah,
Because based on what you're saying, it's easy for you to literally just lurk in the background and just literally just do what you're doing
yeah,
currently to
yeah, yeah,
make money.
yeah,
But it's like you're being extremely entrepreneurial,
yeah,
bringing the shows together, and
yeah.
I'm saying, yeah, man,
Thanks,
it's very,
Dammy.
yeah, it's
Thank
very
you so
admirable.
much. Thank you so much. You know, for 2 years, I just did residential and doing residential, also working in the Art Foundation in Lagos. So residential in London and then foundation in like Lagos. And somehow along the line, people was put so much pressure on me. Like, honestly, I'm not even joking. They were
Hmm.
like, Nicole, you got to do your own shows. Like, you got to go commercial, got to go commercial. I didn't want to. I wasn't in a hurry to go commercial.
Hmm.
I was really enjoying residential because like I had a client and he bought a piece of art that was like custom made, right?
Hmm.
It was bigger than this wall
Hmm.
behind us. It was like a huge piece. And I just enjoyed working on
Hmm.
like pieces like that. I didn't need to be because my clients were not on not on Instagram,
Hmm.
right? Then I didn't get clients on Instagram. I didn't have an Instagram page for it. I didn't even use my own
Hmm.
Instagram, right? And so last year, I did my first show with Forbes.
Hmm.
So
Forbes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, I know. It was just it literally just went from just like me just being low key. I'm a like really low key
Hmm.
person, and then just kind of went from that to like doing like an art show for like a Forbes Awards
Hmm.
night. So then everyone was like, "Oh, the show was too short. The show was too short." I was a private; it wasn't open to the public as
Hmm.
well. So they're like, "Oh no, you've got to do the show again." Oh my gosh, pressure,
Hmm.
Dammy. It was like intense. So yeah, I had definitely had anxiety
Hmm.
then. So that was like probably about what month are we now? March.
Uh-huh.
This is probably like May
Hmm.
last year when it all like went commercial. And then I had another show. That's one you came for.
Hmm.
That was my second show. And then after that, I did a third show
Hmm.
to kind of like wrap up the year, like in October, which was really successful. And then,
You did the director thing as well recently.
yeah, wait, which one? That was last year.
No, what? Tell me about directors. I'm sure that was this year.
IOD. So yeah, there's the show was at like Institutes of
What? That
Directing.
was last year. Last year.
Yeah, that was my last show of the year.
Oh shit.
And then
Okay.
after that, I took a break. I had like that's when I took my 3 4 months. I was like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done. I was like, yeah, I was tired. And so then this year did my first show already.
What was that for? International Women's Day.
No,
That makes sense, though.
although it did run into that, I was
Okay.
going to do that, but I already had an ongoing show, and I don't really like to spread myself because I have other like businesses as well, not
Hmm.
just like my art stuff. I have to be careful how I like put out
Mm.
my energy.
Spend your time. Yeah.
Exactly, I'm very like particular about that. So yeah,
Okay. Sweet.
yeah.
Now, in regards to this, is just a few random questions that
Go
I
on,
like to ask people.
shoot.
Now, one of them. When's the last time you cried?
Oh God, I cry a lot.
Is it? I know you're a crier,
I
innit?
cry a lot. Like I cry a lot. I think yesterday actually
Is it for what?
was my sister's birthday. I got like emotional. I was like, she was like, please don't even start.
You cried because it was her birthday
Yeah,
because she's grown so big.
yeah, and then she had a baby. Her baby was 3 months
Oh
yesterday
wow!
as well.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah, so it was cute, and it was just like emotional. Like
So
I
that's a
think
happy cry. That's
that's
good.
like, yeah,
Then.
it's happy cry. Yeah, I
Okay,
had
cool.
happy cry.
Now another thing
Or do
would
you mean
be,
did you mean like a sad cry?
I'll take one of those ones as well then.
No, happy cry was yesterday, but that was
Uh-huh.
like tears of joy.
Okay, let me hear a sad one then.
Oh, I don't know actually. I think like I'm not gonna lie, right? Like last year when I did all those 3 shows back to back, it was really nerve wracking,
Mm-hmm.
and like there will be points I would just be like, "What am I like? Why am I even doing this?"
Mm-hmm.
Right? But my friends are so supportive. Like my family, everyone's like, "No, Nicole, you're doing a great job." Like and I just felt happy and I felt alive, and like it was making me money, and I was just like, the artists were really happy as well, and everything was just like
Beautiful.
aligning and coming together. So yeah, I'll never stop.
And plus, it's a vibe as well because one, like you said, you've got your dad's name on the business as well, and it's very much incorporated with that.
Yeah.
So it kind of like each time you're successful, it kind of ties in with that.
Yeah, exactly. I had a guy on my last show, the one that I did this year. What month are we? This is like March now, 25th, right? So
Oh shit, yeah, it is.
it's March 25th.
My mum's birthday tomorrow. Fuck.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice. So the show I did this year was actually with an interior design company. So a guy came for that show and he was like, "Oh, look around, Nicole. This is your dad's legacy."
Fuck.
And that was kind of tying into the time of his like funeral like dates.
Yeah.
And so when he said that to me, honestly, I'm not even joking, Dammy, that really got into my heart.
Oh,
I
wow.
was just like, damn, like, 'cause, yeah.
What happiness filled you with?
It's just so many, because like it was also how he said it as well. He was like, "Oh, because we're talking about the arts and that night on the opening night, I think like 2 pieces sold that night, and then he was like, "Oh, just look around, just look at how like good like you're doing, and like
Man,
just
one
be
time,
proud
I
of
know it was
yourself."
a Nigerian prince was there, isn't it?
What, my show?
Yeah, the one I went to.
Yeah.
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 So I was like, oh shit. I think someone told me, oh yeah, that guy's a Nigerian prince. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, wow. Fuck.
People come for my show.
Now, another thing I would like to ask as well is
Go on.
what advice would you give to the younger version of yourself?
Ooh, the younger version of myself, I'll just tell her to like keep going and everything's gonna get better. Like I've definitely had like anxiety, like always unsure of like what I'm gonna do next. And I think because I grew up in a family where it was like your dreams, your aspirations, like, and I was just want to just say to her that like, you've got this, girl.
Oh, that's
and you're
beautiful.
amazing.
And now, another question I would like to ask
Okay,
you.
go on.
Yeah, this is just like a little fire because we're nearly finished anyway.
All right, tell me.
Another thing I'd like to ask you is, what do you think of your what do you reckon your latest mental health challenge has been?
Oh, geez, mental health challenge for myself.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so proud of myself. I feel like this year my anxiety levels have just like dropped. I'm so much calmer now. I definitely struggled a lot with anxiety, especially like since Daddy died. I think that whole like time, but now I'm like good. I feel like therapy helped in 2021. That's when I did it, and yeah, I'm like really, I'm just generally a chill person. Dammy, like you know me. I'm like go with the vibes kind of girl.
Are you more chilled or more late? Which one you reckon is your?
I've always been chill. I don't think I'll never not be chill.
So you're more chill than you are late.
Damn me. I ain't gonna talk about the lateness. I'm not late all the time.
Oh, well, boy. For me, personally, innit, I don't know, innit? You're 100% when it comes to me. Lateness.
Okay, I would say like my lateness is probably like 90%.
9% late?
90.
90% late. So you're late 90% of the time?
90%.
Okay, cool. Anyway, lovely having you, though.
Like 10 minutes late.
10 minutes late? What? You've been over an hour late on every single occasion that we're supposed to link up.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, beautiful conversation, man.
Thanks for having me, Danny.
Yeah, sweet.
You tried to have me on the show for like what? Since you started.
Yeah,
I
facts.
resisted.
And yes, facts. And fact of the matter is, isn't it? This is perfect timing, isn't it? It's just
resisted.
worked out. Yeah. And yeah, it's beautiful. I feel like we're going to have lovely, beautiful bits in there. I feel like I found out a lot about you that I didn't know.
Well, you've always done
previously as
everything
well.
about me.
No, I haven't.
Well, what was different today that?
Well, the racism that you fucking experienced.
Because when you came, I already left that company.
Yeah, I feel like I heard whispers of it, but I didn't know the full details.
Yeah.
I need to go to the toilet really, really, really bad. Anyway, beautiful, man.
Thanks, Dammy.
Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the mud, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures, 3-course meals for dinners, 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different, cause the bag is different. And the tab is